We're back. That's right, baby. We're back for Gotham Season 3, Episode 1. We're talking Vigilante Jim Gordon and Fish Mooney's back, baby. Mad City. Come on.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Man down. Where you from?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're back.
We're back.
Season 3, Episode 1.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was too busy dancing.
I know,
Yes.
right? This is a good intro song. Mad City. Mad City, better to reign in hell. I am Micheal Drew. You can find me on Twitter at Micheal_Drew, Michael EAL. I'm back with my teammates, Miss Monse Bolanos. What's good?
Hello. Yay! So excited to be back.
I know.
When were we last here?
I don't know,
May?
a couple of months ago?
May?
Yeah.
April?
Hi, so excited to be back.
It feels longer.
Feels longer. I
Although to
agree.
those of you just watching down the playlist, it's like it's been like 2 minutes. Like,
I
what's
know.
up with these? Why are these
I
guys
know.
so weird?
Right, yeah, that's true. You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Monse Bolanos, MonseBolanos. What about you?
You guys can find me on Twitter almost exclusively at Steve Kaufmann. That is KAUFMANN, and I'll get the plug out of the way right now. I'm wearing a Philadelphia Eagles football jersey because I will be guesting on the Monday Night Football panel immediately after this.
Hot damn.
Don't spoil it in the chat.
He's talking geek culture and sports, people. This guy.
This
both.
guy, right?
He's
I
stupendous.
was captain of both the football team, or no, I was captain of both the weightlifting team and the chess team in high school.
Holy hell.
My high school was tiny. There was no football team.
I did nothing but go to comic book shops and attempt to hit on girls and fail.
Oh, I was gonna say how that
They
go
didn't
for
buy
you.
it?
Didn't? No, they weren't buying my game. All right, guys.
All right.
Here, so we gotta calm down. Everyone calm down.
Nicely
All right,
done
we
on
settled in.
that.
We settled in.
Now we're back. Season 1, Episode 1. My peoples, how did you initially feel? Because Monse, I saw that you were nervous going into the episode.
I was nervous because, you know, it's the season premiere.
Yeah.
They left us with a lot of expectation.
Yeah. And season 2
and-
was such a I think a jump up from season 1.
Totally agree on that. And I was not disappointed, but I wasn't blown away. I was impressed with how in those 42 minutes of the episode, they literally managed to bring everyone back in the episode.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
That was pretty impressive, and it didn't seem overdone. Like, I wasn't like, you're forcing this guy, you're forcing this character, and I enjoyed that, but it was just...
Well, but I
it
think.
was good. It just wasn't great, but it was good. I liked it.
But I like what I like about this show is also what kind of frustrated me for the first half of this episode, which is they deliver at the end. They deliver on their season finale, but they leave you with a pretty decent cliffhanger. But the cliffhanger itself doesn't get paid off immediately the following season because they're going to spend this. They spent this entire episode setting up a brand new sandbox that they can slowly pay us off. At the end of the winter and then at the end of the fall. Or sorry, at the end of the fall and then the end of the spring. I'll get it all together eventually.
Yeah,
guys.
don't worry. We're back. You know what I mean? We got to slow walk into it.
Yeah.
All right, I agree. I agree with everything you guys said, but when it ended, I didn't think it was over. I thought there was more. Like when the finale of this episode, I was kind of expecting. I was like, oh, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. They're already showing what happens next week. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It was a good thing. I mean, the episode went by quickly,
Yes,
which I
it
agree
did.
with you, because there are some episodes of Gotham that don't go by quickly.
No.
That you're just like, oh my god,
Because it
This
was
is still happening.
Yeah, there was a lot of action. Maybe that's why. Because there was very,
it was
boom,
totally
boom, boom.
entertaining. Yeah, they gave us a lot of action, a lot of different storylines to follow. You know, like I said, I liked it. I just wasn't blown away.
You were not blown away. All right, so we'll break it down in some topics as we said before the show. So we'll start with Jim. All things Jim.
Jim.
And the show started with him. So I thought they did a good job of pretty much getting this part out of the way.
Yep.
Agree. Totally
And
agree.
it was the
Well
him
done.
and Lee storyline.
Yes.
He goes to a house. Clearly he went to go find her, knocks on the door, and he looks through he didn't get a chance to knock just yet. Did he knock?
No, he
No.
didn't knock.
And he looks through the window, and I mean, I think we all saw what was going
We
to
knew
happen.
that the second that house was too nice.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
I'm like,
oh.
no, she's happy.
Yeah.
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 And he sees her with another man.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, back to Gotham.
Back to doing what I gotta do.
Like,
I agree though. I'm glad that we got that instantly. Now it's out of the way. Now it's like we move on. We don't need to talk about Lee anymore. At least for a while.
Although we've seen previews that she comes back.
Right, but I mean, like, right now,
Yeah, like,
she's...
in the immediate future, we don't need to talk
Right.
about Lee.
Exactly. Like, we can totally move on from her for at least a little bit.
Well, I mean, it'd be nice if he's gonna have to bring it up sooner or later. I mean, she's got his baby. Oh no, she lost the baby. Was that what it was?
That's what we were told, but I mean, you're
yeah.
right. What if
Okay.
she didn't?
She could have lied.
She could have totally lied because of the situation that they were in. Which at the time,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
So
But she moved on pretty fast. Do you think she moved on fast? I mean, what was the time limit?
I don't.
we
you
don't know that the timeline's
Bruce
unclear.
seems the same age.
But
Everyone
didn't
seems the same age.
They said in the middle of the episode, Barnes makes a comment about it being like 6 months of something.
I guess
That seems fair.
that's
And
fair.
then, well, so that means that this might have been less than 6 months for them. But who's to judge?
Yeah,
Let her move on.
because when the show starts,
He had time to nab, I think, 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7
Yeah.
bad guys. He's already started up.
Yeah.
And as much as we think that's a month for Gordon, that's probably 3 months.
Yeah.
Probably 2 bad guys a month.
Well, but
Yeah.
you know, when someone has a broken heart, sometimes they
Yes.
rush into another relationship. So
it's
that's
very
understandable.
true. Exactly.
She seemed happy though,
She did.
She's
it
really happy with Ryan Reynolds right now.
and it looked. I know, right? it looked like he lived there. Like he made. Like they had such a white picket fence
Yes.
moment.
Like a life already established, not like somebody
like
you
a
met.
Hallmark movie.
Like a Hallmark.
All right, so Jim is back, and apparently Jim has suddenly become a bounty hunter.
Yep.
Jim is full on vigilante.
Yep. Making
Like
money. Making it
Yeah.
rain.
Well, that seems like the logical expectation for him, not only because Lee devastated him, but like the whole Court of Owls, Gotham's run by this ancient society,
Yeah.
and that there's nothing you can do to stop. It's not even an oligarchy; it's kind of a theocracy that runs Gotham and all its major corporations. Yeah, maybe I should just live by my own rules, drink what I want.
Yeah, you can't
Lock
work
up some bad guys.
You can't work in the system if the system's corrupt, and his job is trying to help the city. Yeah. So he pretty much figures that out, and he goes to a drugstore. And the first intro into this, we see him fighting a villain that, for comic book fans, I kind of thought it was Killer Croc because he was tall and he had scales on his back. That's a real big Batman villain, and I don't know if that was him or not.
IMDb gave me no clues.
Yeah,
on
I would figure that if they're gonna use someone like Killer Croc, it would be much more than just an intro and getting hit by a truck. Because he's pretty.
That's why I felt it wasn't Killer Croc.
Yeah, me too.
Because Killer Croc is big enough. Like, Killer Croc can show up.
Killer Croc was in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, like, Killer Croc can
Right.
show up at the end of the winter finale.
Yeah.
True.
And then be the big bad heading into the summer.
And this guy had like a shell. Like a
Did he have a
weird,
shell?
like turtle, like
And it's Gotham.
back.
Yeah.
And it's Gotham. He could be Killer Croc's tech.
Yeah.
Killer
Yeah.
Croc's mutation.
Yeah.
He could be Killer
And
Croc's.
not be Killer Croc
He
at
could be
all.
Killer Croc's uncle. And that guy has eggs in the has the eggs that are gonna hatch in the sewer.
Oh, okay.
And
You have
thu-
to
and
walk
thus
5
will-
kilometers to hatch
See?
those eggs.
Yeah. What?
It's always in Ekans. It's always. I play Pokemon Go in the off time,
Okay.
guys.
All right. I don't. So all right. So this happens. Then we move to the big old press conference at GCPD.
Yes.
And Barnes is holding a huge press conference about the Killer Croc-esque villain situation. And while being asked these questions, we get introduced to a brand new character, Valerie Vail.
Yes.
She's like she's Gotham's Lois Lane. She's asking all types of intrusive questions. And yeah, thoughts?
I mean, like, you would love her.
She's looking. I'm not gonna lie. She's fine.
Well, but I love that. I love just that scene between her and Gordon at the bar because like
that
you
leads-
could
yeah.
see that you could see the bright eyes in her that he had in season 1 of like I'm gonna take this whole city down.
Yeah.
And then she's staring him down now of like I'm gonna like lock up 10 criminals this year.
Yeah.
And then I can pay my tab.
Yeah.
That's all I worry about now.
Yeah.
Because this like you can't fix this.
Yeah. I liked how I agree with you. I liked how she was all about business and how she kept poking questions. Like she wasn't afraid to ask any questions. And in a town like that, asking the wrong questions will get you killed. And she was asking all those questions. And back to Monse's original point, she is fine.
Yeah.
You know
And I
what I'm saying?
actually think it's gonna be like a slight crush love interest for Gordon.
Really? I mean, I hope
Like
not.
a slight watch. It's gonna just because like you know we talked if we're gonna eliminate Lee for a while, that's what's gonna help eliminate Lee for a while.
I mean, he doesn't always have to be in it. Like every
I think
season, this guy has a
needs
girlfriend.
he needs to like deal with himself.
Yeah.
He just needs to be comfortable with being a single person.
Yeah, you don't
a
need
person with no other people attached to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying I disagree. I just know that's what's gonna happen.
No, but I see there being like a hookup or an infatuation there.
Just like nothing serious, like a fling, like a one thing.
But there's something. They're very similar to each other. They both come from cop families. They both, at one point in both their lives, wanted to take on the whole world. Mm-hmm. One now, one later.
Yeah, I think they're gonna like find a common ground when something's gonna happen, and you know.
And TV Land reported it, so it seems logical. They're saying that this is Vicki Vale's aunt.
Yeah.
TV Land could have just as easily recklessly speculated, but now I'm quoting their reckless speculation instead of speculating myself.
Yeah.
All right, so, then I mean I care. I just don't I just don't care enough. I was like, yeah, okay, all right. Anyway, so
You laid that down.
So we find out the status quo of everyone else when Harb is trying to get Jim to come back to the precinct, and then we see Lucius Fox, who apparently has quit Wayne Enterprises and now works with the cops because he too has been influenced by the corrupt nature.
Just that you have to find a way to make your own change.
Yeah,
and you couldn't make any change at Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah,
I like this.
I like him being there too.
We get a lot more. We've gotten a lot more Lucius, like, because he was a tiny character heading into by the end of season 1. Mm-hmm. That now he's pretty much a pretty big deal.
Yeah, and I like him. I like the dynamic he brings to this cast.
I like how he's the exact opposite of everyone.
Literally, like he is so but he's not like over dramatic. He's not under dramatic. It's just he's like so different from all the other characters.
Yeah.
I love him every time he goes in the scene. I'm like, do it.
Yeah, he's not overly done. Yeah, he's very he's like the smart guy. Yeah, the normal one.
The normal one?
Yeah, I guess like because everyone's just so
normal.
Yeah, he's just like, well, all right. He's just very passive.
Normal and aware of the situation.
He's very pragmatic.
Yeah,
pragmatic's a good word of just like okay.
Yeah.
And I like how he breaks down things in like the most complex ways. Like he always use like these huge words.
Yeah.
And Bullock's just like, come on, man. Come on. Then Penguin jumps in. Penguin interrupts the press conference, and he pretty much just wants everyone to go after Mooney. He's saying Fish Mooney is taking over everything, and Fish Mooney's the person who's behind all of this.
He ain't wrong.
He's freaking out.
He ain't wrong.
He's freaking out.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, seriously? He's going to do that right now?
Well,
and he gives away his motive, too, that it's not that he's afraid of Fish Mooney. Mm-hmm. He's afraid of a Fish Mooney that's trying to take control of the whole city and saw fit to not kill him. So that what concerns him is a Fish Mooney whose plan he doesn't understand.
Yes.
Because the Fish Mooney he dealt with in season 1, he always knew what her motives were. He always knew what the plan was. So to not be in her head and for her to be a major player in his city, he's going to turn that place upside down, figure it out.
I think it's really, he's always had this insecurity with Fish, and I think it's really angering him or pleading on his brain that she didn't kill him when she had the chance. So he just feels like
it's going to happen.
She's got something in store for him. He's like, just get her out of here.
Yeah,
like she's not done. There's no way she's not thinking about me.
Because he's like a 3-step ahead kind of a person.
Right.
That she's probably the only piece on the board. She's probably the only piece on the board he can't speak for. And that's why she's probably a queen. Like, she's literally a queen. That she can do the most damage. And he doesn't know what her intentions are. So he needs to take her down or figure out her intentions so that he can put her so that he can contain her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of boxes. Speaking of boxes, that Enigma box. Really easy to solve.
Whoa, yeah. Okay, we'll get into that. Hold on. Let's not get all full of villainy yet. James gets approached by Vicki Vale, who was approached by Fish Mooney, who we'll talk about more later. And Vale pretty much informs him about the $1 million bounty because Penguin ends up putting a $1 million bounty on Fish.
Yeah.
And seeing how this is his prime mode of money, she informs him about the bounty, and then he proceeds to lead her to Peabody.
Yeah.
Right? Am I on?
That's right.
Okay, so he leads her to Peabody, locks Vale in the car, and then we see good old Peabody, and they have their interaction.
Yeah.
How about that?
We got to figure out what happened to Peabody. Because that lady does not strike me as the prison type.
I wasn't expecting to see Peabody. I was kind of excited to see her.
And she straight up said, I am testifying against Strange. That's how I'm not in jail right now.
Oh, yeah, was that what she said? She was testifying against Strange?
And that's what she agreed to do. That's why she wasn't in jail. Because he asks her, "How are you not in jail?"
That's interesting though. That
Because that trial wouldn't be a sham at all, right?
No.
Right.
Right. And it's like you don't have enough evidence for both. You need her to testify. Come on now.
Well, they're gonna need everything because you could probably buy and sell a jury in Gotham that you would literally need videotape and him admitting it in front of everyone. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a corrupt place.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yes, yes.
But that's so that it's so interesting how she's testifying against Strange, but she's still alive. That the court didn't get to her already.
She's probably such small. Well,
Made small potatoes.
Well-
Is that what
well,
you're
no, they
gonna say?
couldn't find her.
Or it was probably like, as long as you don't mention the Court of Owls and you said that he was working on his own, what if it's something more like that?
Yeah, because Fish Mooney acts alongside the Court of Owls, not for them.
Right. Do you mean Peabody?
No, I'm saying that because Peabody's working with Fish Mooney, right? Or
No,
at least,
she gets kidnapped by Fish later.
but she's been giving them drugs or helping them. Or no, they've been trying to find her
They've
to get
been
the drugs.
trying to find her, yeah.
Okay, so this was all Fish Mooney to try to lead either Gordon or Vale or both to Peabody so she can capture Peabody.
Yeah.
It's a basic plan.
It's a basic plan, but right before she went to go to Peabody, my fault. I kind of jumped ahead. He goes to the drug. He goes to find a drug that Fish is trying to steal, and that's when he first fights the Man Bat.
The Man Bat. Yeah.
Okay, he fights the Man Bat. Sorry, I jumped ahead. So he tries to fight the Man Bat while he goes to pick up on Fish, and then while fighting the Man Bat, they escape. Then he goes to Peabody, and then he fights the Man Bat again.
And that's where we first see what I thought was quite interesting when Fish grabbed him and then she kind of like got a little dizzy or lost her balance or whatever. I was like, Stranger Things, like 11. Every time she uses her powers, like her nose is about to bleed.
Spoilers.
I didn't see it.
We all.
I did not see Stranger Things.
What's wrong with you?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I don't know. I keep planning to see it.
Do it. It'll make your life better. But, we find out why that's happening, which I was so glad that wasn't something that was stretched out, that it was literally like she needs specific drugs so that she can continue having these creepy powers that Hugo Strange gave her that she still wants.
Yeah.
Of course she's
Which
still
I
wants
get. I would want it too.
because she's Fish Mooney.
She's able to control everyone with a touch. I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that goes down. Then Jim runs into Val because I guess Fish uses Val to get Jim. Then Jim finds information from Bullock, and then
to find Peabody, which was all part of Fish's master plan. Because Fish is one of those people that can just do that.
But Jim was ahead of, was aware
Gordon
of it.
probably just knew. He was just like, yeah, what's the worst? What's the worst that can happen? They'll kill Peabody.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
wait.
Yeah, they will.
They can break me in half.
Nah, I'm Gordon.
I'm Gordon.
I'll
They
let
can
people
throw
die.
me across the room and hit the wall. I'll be fine.
So he fights Man Bat, and then when the Man Bat is out the window, they have that. Vicki Vale takes this awesome picture with the wings. That was crazy. So I'm clearly that's going to be something that's going to
She's
somehow
probably going to call him
Yeah.
the Man Bat in the Gotham Gazette.
or some bat figure.
Which, by the way, she reports for the Gotham Gazette, but if you go on Fox's website, you can read her article about him in the Gotham Chronicle. Did I read that right on the bottom part? I'll have to Google that now.
That's good. That's good. That's good research there, Steve.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. I don't think I've ever been to the Fox website. I guess I should do that. So afterwards, Jim is pretty much gets read the riot act by Barnes. Jim and Bullock,
Yeah.
and Barnes proceeds to layeth the smacketh down verbally
Smacketh
upon them.
down.
To be fair, did Jim actually have to sit through that?
Right. He's not a cop.
I know.
He's respectful.
But I mean, I think that's a testament to their relationship, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. A matter of respect. A matter that it's like, even though you're not a cop, you're still, in a way, working with us on your off time.
Yeah.
No, I get it. If you
I mean, he doesn't want him doing it. Like he doesn't like his vigilante antics.
Right. Right.
And Bullock's just like I liked how in this episode I found it interesting how Jim mentioned something about how one of the reasons he doesn't want to be a cop is because he doesn't want to listen to Barnes be all over him again. And I find that so crazy because they're so simpatico, like they're so alike. And maybe seeing Barnes be what he used to be, maybe makes him, I don't know,
Yeah.
regret his path or makes him have to look in the mirror. And James doesn't like looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
By the way, GothamChronicle.com has a lot of really cool articles.
Really?
Including one by Valerie Vail. I'm gonna read that. That's gonna be awesome.
That's cool. In this scene, we also see that Barnes is also a little sick.
Yes.
So that they're already setting it up. They're already setting it up that he's probably gonna pass, or he's gonna get so sick that he can't do his job or something, and then Jim's gonna come back. Done.
True. I saw that too. There was a lot of.
I think I see another bullet. I think I see another Harvey. Another Harvey.
Rain.
Harvey Rain, and then he brings back Gordon.
Okay.
I found it. There were a lot of. I mean, I have no issue with them not shocking you for shock value, but there were a lot of very easily pinpointable story marks in this. Like the beginning, you knew what was going to happen when he went to go see Lee, and right now when you said Barnes coughing, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, he's probably going to die and pass the mantle.
Nope. Barnes will never die.
I mean, I'm cool with Barnes not dying. I mean, I love Michael Chiklis.
Barnes might wind up in a hospital again. He might have to have another interim commissioner, but Barnes is not going to die.
Why?
Because that's the trope. They've saved him from death a little bit too much last season to just let him die.
Yeah,
this
they probably
season.
wanted to keep him.
But I think that's going to be the trope of him that he'll never die.
Got it.
Barnes just won't die.
I like that. That's a good trope to be.
Okay. And then there's one last interaction between Jim and Vale. It was nothing really newsworthy. What she just said, you knew that that we were being played. And he said, yeah, I'm Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
I know everything.
And had you not picked the locks to these cuffs, you would have been safe. But I mean, cop family, she would have known how to get out of handcuffs.
Right.
It's true. Now on to our favorite Waddler, Oswald, Cobblepot. So pretty much, Oswald. I found this part crazy. So Oswald goes to a brand new club now owned by I call her Tabby. Tabitha, I like to call her Tabby because I have an orange Tabby at home. Tabby and Barbara.
Can we start calling them to Barbara?
To Barbara.
That's not bad.
I'm
What
okay
about
with
Babitha? Babitha?
Both are very good.
Babitha.
So Barbara, Babitha. No, that's gotta be one of the...
Barbatha? But it could be Barbatha.
Barbatha?
Barbatha.
Let us know in the comments and the chat.
I like Barbatha because
what is their ship name? Because they're clearly shipped.
Barbatha sounds like
Barbatha.
Like Barbithol. Sounds like something for your breath.
I think Barbatha is the winner in my mind right now.
Okay, you're welcome.
And it's not my...
Hashtag Barbatha. Yeah, so go on there and hashtag Barbatha, please. So Oswald meets with Barbatha, and apparently they own a club now. And they run the club, and that's where Oswald goes to inform them initially about the $1 million to try and get the word out, so he can find Fishy.
Wants her alive, dead, cut up in pieces.
Yeah.
Something.
Apparently,
Which shows it's just fear that he doesn't want to control it. He doesn't want to find out.
Yes.
Because if you wanted something and you wanted to find out, you wouldn't say alive or dead.
Yeah.
So it just shows that it's a matter of insecurity and fear.
He's spazzing.
Yep.
Because he doesn't know. Like he knows How do we feel he's gonna react when he finds out about the Court of Owls? That he's not the one running Gotham. Because that's why he's bugging out about Fish Mooney. That's why he bugs out about anything.
Really? You think that's why?
Because he's just a passive aggressive leader in the sense that he'll understand your motivation and then find a way to contain you in your own corner.
See,
the Court of Owls pretty much lets everybody go until they step out of line, and then you're just killed.
Like the mafia.
Which is why he doesn't know about them, because they don't interfere in every little thing, similar to how he runs things. But if this is how he bugs out about someone who's pretty good at running a city and he doesn't know what they're up to, how would he think about someone who's actually like a whole ancient organization who's running the city?
Right.
I think that his issue with Fish stems from the fact that she's the only one who's really seen him at his weakest point. Right? She's seen him when she's the only one who knows. Yeah, because everyone else has this vision of him as Penguin.
Yeah.
But she's the only one that knows that he was my stable boy.
Yeah.
He held my umbrella.
Yeah.
He only exists because I allowed him to exist.
Right.
So I think that really bothers him.
Yeah.
That she knows the true me. And if she's still around, that means that this weak me is still around. Yeah. So that's what I think.
It wouldn't actually surprise me if they say that Penguin kind of already knew about the Court of Owls. Because you're saying Fish doesn't know about this?
No, I don't think
No.
I think it's a myth. I think it's a myth that people have heard about.
Yeah, I think everybody's aware of the Court of Owls, but it's one of those things.
It's never been confirmed. Got it.
Like if I tell you about the Hollywood Mafia that runs everything, it's like we've all heard about it. None of us believe it.
Well.
I don't believe it at all. That they don't exist.
Oh, yeah. My meeting's this Sunday. So I'm serious, Steve. Watch your mouth. So what about Butch? Butch, my boy Butch.
Yeah.
He's heartbroken.
I mean, she's real good looking, so I understand.
Yeah, but this guy has such a soft spot for women, man. Women really
I just love how strong he was with her and how weak he is without her.
Yeah.
Like that just makes her character so strong. Because her character was always strong. She just didn't have a whole lot to do. Like this time last year.
Yeah, but you could always argue that that's essentially what happens to him and every woman he's kind of associated with. Without Fish, he was like that. With her, he's like that. Like he really, maybe he has mom issues. He really loves powerful women. Yeah. And he wants them to lead him. Yeah. Like, hold me down, mama. Be my queen.
What would their ship name be? Did we not?
The three of them?
Well, did we? Or Butch and Tabitha.
Touch? That's terrible. It doesn't work together.
I bring it up because everyone.
I like that.
Because everyone in our chat's coming up with some good ship names. Barbara is. I've been hearing Barbara all the time, and then people are talking about Penguin and Riddler. Yeah. So they're talking about Pendler, Pengler, Ridwin. There's some good ship names happening in our chat room.
Speaking of Penguin and Riddler, Penguin visits his #1 guy Enigma in the prison
to
go resume their
taking
friendship.
Care of him.
I know. I like that.
Being a good guy. He even tries to challenge his mind by bringing him that box that most people can't open and it has been passed down for generations. And he's just opens it like no big deal. He asks him, "Why are you taking care of me? Why?" And because Enigma did treat him pretty badly.
Did he did Enigma really treat him badly?
He was just on the other side of it. Remember how he was just on the side of Strange? Yeah. And I don't know if he did anything specifically to him, but he had Bruce and Gordon in the room and was asking them questions. So I don't remember if he did anything specifically to him, but he was on the Strange side. Yeah. He was on.
I always thought they had a nice little friendship going. I like their little odd couple teaming up, and I liked how Enigma proceeds to give him a pep talk.
Yeah, good one.
Like, Penguin eat fish.
Yeah.
Remember that. Because he knows he's a softie, and he knows he needs it. Penguin eat fish.
Or he knows that just fish Mooney scares the living,
Because she has no weaknesses, personality-wise.
Yeah, and especially with the powers that she's got now.
And he knows it.
Well, but the weakness we know now is that every time she uses her power, it hurts her.
Yes. Yeah.
And she hasn't figured out the solution.
Right. Well, the solution is Strange.
Okay.
Which we see now.
Okay.
And Butchatha is hashtag. Butchatha, I think, wins.
Speaking of Butchatha, is that what they were saying online?
Butchatha?
That's Eric Onlin in the chat.
That's not bad.
Hashtag Butchatha.
I can't.
But speaking of his #1 nemesis, Fish goes on a rampage. The first time we see Fish in this, she has this dramatic entrance. She has a cape and everything, and she breaks into the lab looking for the medicine. I love this new Fish Mooney. I like how she has a crew of just super powered goons.
I love that they were. I wonder if they were all on the bus last season.
I figure that's what it is.
Maybe.
But were they actually on the in frame? Did they already cast them and know where they were going, or did they just have a bunch of randos get out of the bus and then cast them in the summer? Which is completely fair. You're completely free. You don't have to make that choice right away.
Yeah.
But just curious, were they all on the bus? Yeah.
Yeah. Were they all on the bus or not?
Did they have that moment?
Because we knew.
Well, they all escaped at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
So they probably escaped. They probably just had conversations with them. Hey guys, let's come this way. By the way, who wants to join my gang?
Who wants to
Well, she would touch them and go, join my gang.
Yeah. Well, if a lot of them are deviants and criminals, so they know who she is already. Some of them probably already worked with her before their mentality. So he probably got them on the verge of So she probably got them like they know who she is, and on top of that, she's got powers. Let's take this city over. She has that speech thing going where she can talk you up.
Well, and then she can just touch
And
you.
she can touch you.
She can just
And
touch
she can
you
touch
and
you
make
up.
you do exactly what she wants.
Yes.
Whoa.
So Fish proceeds to kidnap Mooney.
You.
Not Mooney. Fish Mooney proceeds to kidnap Peabody.
Peabody, and then that Del Toro looking gentleman.
Del Toro?
Yeah. He looks like Benicio Del Toro. Am I
Okay,
making that
all
up?
right.
Or
I mean, I didn't see that.
the
but
other
all
Del
right.
Toro? Which
Which one?
the
Guillermo?
director,
Guillermo?
Yeah, the director Del Toro. Sorry, Guillermo Del
The
Toro.
director Del Toro. I think that's how he goes by too.
Yes, but that's who he looks like. He
Okay.
was in the thing with Chris Pratt, and I'm just sounding like an older and older man.
It's all right.
The more I talk,
All good.
So she pretty much questions Peabody, and even touches her and gets the truth. Where I don't think they know where Strange is, but she wants Strange. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't think she'd kill Peabody.
Well, she didn't. Marv did.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but she knew it was gonna happen.
Well, I think it's like a woman, like a power thing. Like she knows Peabody was real powerful, and who knows if you were to put Peabody with Strange again, would
and Peabody
Fish get what she wants?
and Peabody treated Fish kind of rotten too.
Peabody
Yeah.
was kind of crappy to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't expect it to happen first episode.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I knew next time we saw her, Fish would kill her.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd
And
see
I-
Peabody this season, period.
Yeah, and it would have made just as much sense if she had died off screen in the summer.
Yeah.
It's like where she just has one scene. She just has one scene with Strange, be like, "I killed your Peabody."
Yeah.
No, the award you got,
Yes.
the Peabody.
Now I'm looking for the real one. Yeah, so she does that, and now she's on the verge. Now she knows what she wants. Now she's looking for Strange because she's dying, and she said she wants an army of hers.
Yes,
Like pretty much just an entire army of people like her.
you're right.
So she can
Bunch of
run
fishes.
she wants to take over everything. Now she likes being a freak job.
Who runs the world?
Fishes.
Fishes. Who runs the world? Fish. So yeah, she's got Marv, she's got an indomitable crew with her. Aside from her, other women, as we spoke about before, I wanted to talk about Tabby and Barbara. Barbara almost gets muscled by a goon,
Yes.
and then they proceed to beat the bat crap out of him.
Seriously, killing them.
They killed them all, and you think it's nothing that serious. You think it's just a scene where they're just trying to showcase that Tabitha and Barbara are still, badasses. Turns out he was sent by Butch, the lovelorn goon. Come on, man.
Aw.
Thank you. He was sent by Butch. Like, damn, Butch is hurt. And you saw the look in Tabitha's eyes?
Yeah.
She was like, oh, man, this guy, he's so sweet.
Yeah.
He loves me. He understands me.
I love their relationship where that's considered sweet.
I know.
It's like, aw,
Right? That's the sweetness in Gotham.
you sent 3 goons here, 2 of whom I slit the throat off?
Oh,
You do care.
you know what works for me. What happened with I didn't see Goon. I didn't see Butch's hand. They didn't show anything with his hand. So
They
I'm
did.
guessing-
Yeah, I don't. No,
But
I didn't
it's
notice
still-
it either.
Gone.
It's
There's
still
still
obviously
no
not there,
hand.
but I'd also imagine in the position he's in, he wouldn't want to show any sign of weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we didn't notice it would be a testament to his ability in real life to hide it from most people.
Okay.
That most people just meet Butch instead of like, "That's that big dude who was with Penguin and he didn't have a hand."
Yeah.
Like you probably don't want that. Like even if it's just a fake hand that just sits like this.
Yeah, that's true.
So Tabitha and Barbara running this club, or they don't. So they're just running a club. They don't have
Yeah.
they're not doing any criminal activity. that
Well,
I've seen.
give it time.
Yeah.
I know, but
Let it reveal.
There's already been death in there, so.
I mean, and also it's Gotham.
Right.
I mean, is selling drugs out of your bathroom really criminal? If you're in Gotham, I
True.
mean,
but Penguin allowed them to have that. So I think did he give them the club? Because they said they opened it up under Penguin.
I think they
Right?
lied to those goons that showed up and
Yeah, I
said that
think
they were
that-
hooked up with, that they had a relationship with Penguin, and then it was a lie.
well, because I think they wouldn't have been allowed to open at all
Right.
without Penguin,
Mm-hmm.
without Penguin like not shutting them down. I think by
Yeah.
Penguin not actively shutting them down meant that he supported them
Right.
Okay.
until he or Butch in his name came out and said like, no, we're actually not supporting them.
Yeah.
You should go try to bust their heads.
Yeah.
Good luck, but
Good old Butch.
Yeah, good luck.
Butch just wants love. I mean, he deserves it. He deserves one good girlfriend where it's not demented. But maybe he's the issue.
well,
You know?
but
Stop being a criminal.
well, also you want to talk about a ship? There was a couple three-way ships in our chat between Butch, Barbara, and Tabitha.
That's not bad.
So that would be
That's not bad.
to Butch,
I can't-
To
Butcher?
Butchera.
to Butchera. Let us
Butchera.
know if you got anything
Let
else.
us know, everybody. Hit us on Twitter. Come on.
Triple ship, yo.
Triple ship.
I've not seen soap operas do a triple ship. Gotham will be the first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't send me triple ships from soap operas. I don't watch soap operas.
Why?
Monse. Okay. So now we all right. That's enough with the bad guys. I think we've touched everything on the bad guys. Let's go to my boy, Little Wayne. Brucey Wayne. The first intro to his scene is he goes right for the jugular. He has a meeting with the board and pretty much says, "Look, y'all know the Court of Owls. I want to meet them. Tell me what's up." Then he just leaves.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was verbatim. I
Yeah.
like
That
the way
was.
you said
That's
that.
how he talks now.
Is dead on. Alfred is, I think, my favorite actor in this show.
Yeah, he's.
Every single time, I'm just like, I love you. Please be in every scene. When
He shut the dude down.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, you go and you at the table, shut up because you're about to get killed by Alfred.
His name was Crowley. I think
Crowley.
that's
That was Crowley.
That's a name. That's a name
I
in
mean,
the.
that's a name in Downton Abbey. That is.
Oh, that's a name in DC.
They're
Comics.
the Crowleys.
That's a name in DC.
We're getting that Downton Abbey Gotham crossover,
Oh,
guys.
is that what we're
it's going
hoping for?
down.
Oh, the
Wait
excitement.
for Maggie Smith.
The excitement. I don't watch that show either. So
I have no idea
all those
either.
references over my head.
I don't watch Downtown Abbey, so I'm with you on this one.
Especially since it's Downton.
It's-
There's,
Oh, Downton, whatever.
Oh, my bad.
Clearly.
I thought
Clearly,
it was, it's Downton?
it's Downton.
I thought it was downtown.
we-
Downtown. I thought it was
I
downtown
think
Abbey.
I realized it yesterday watching the Emmys that it was not downtown, that it was Downton.
What is Abby doing in the downtown area? Hey!
That was
All right,
a
everybody.
really long wind-up for
Welcome. You're welcome.
So good. Here we are.
So Bruce pretty much pretty much tells everyone in the meeting what's going on what he wants from the Court of Owls.
Right. Gives them a time.
Gives them a time period, and right after that, we see the Court of Owls, one of the Court of Owls dames, getting a phone call.
By the way, they recast this dame.
Did they?
Last year it was the woman who wound up, she was in Doctor Who, and then this year it's clearly a different woman. Maybe they just changed dames, or that they just straight up recast whoever the masked woman on the phone was. Because we didn't get to see her. We didn't get to see her that much.
Oh, okay.
Either way.
I didn't know. I thought wasn't the woman who was cast from Doctor Who last year? Wasn't she the woman who ran that club?
Oh, but she also wore that mask though.
No,
right?
no, that was her. That was a different character.
Well, then I'm
Yes.
egg on my
Then
face. I get one.
Steve is wrong.
yeah.
I
You're
get one
right.
today.
It's all right. Everyone's wrong. Me, not too frequently. But Steve, today is your day.
Sometimes I want to smack you.
Today is your day.
Well,
So she sends an assassin to go get Bruce, and the assassin breaks in, fights Alfred, and wins,
Yeah.
and then kidnaps Bruce.
as cool as that would be for Alfred to just take down a.
Right.
But Alfred can fight though.
Yeah, like that.
Right. But this isn't the normal person you're going to fight.
Yeah, that puts over the guy, not Alfred.
Yeah.
Alfred doesn't need to win this one.
Not
No,
at all.
you're right.
I
You're
still
right.
love him. Still want him in every scene.
Yeah.
I don't know why Vince was gonna put them in a ring together, but no, sorry, wrong show. Wrong
Wrestling
show.
reference.
Wrong
Monty, did you
show.
get it?
Yes.
I did. I got that reference. I got
good
that
for
one.
you. so good.
Alfred put him over. Alfred put him over.
Alfred did put him over.
Because he could have just as easily, if we wanted to make the Court of Owls look stupid, Alfred could have beat that guy down.
Yeah.
And
Right.
said, all right, now you're going to take me and Master Wayne
Yeah.
to the Court of Owls, and you can tell me exactly where it is.
Yes. Exactly. Good
I
job.
broke her.
I really
job.
enjoyed that. Thank you.
So and he ends up kidnapping Bruce
Yeah.
because that scenario that Steve just said didn't happen.
Yes.
Yes.
The assassin won and they kidnapped Bruce,
Which had to happen.
which has had to happen. So now next week we're finally gonna get a face to face with the woman behind the mask, the woman behind the Owl
They
mask.
allude to that. They allude that she's about to take her mask off, and we're gonna see.
We're going to see
Yes.
who that is, and everyone's going to go, because it's, I guess, somebody.
Somebody.
Also, Ivy and
Yes. Real quick on Selena and Ivy.
Selena, Ivy, and
Evil
then
Twin.
an evil twin.
Yeah.
Evil twin Wayne.
Evil
So-
Twin Wayne.
Ivy and Selena, they're just Selena's pretty much just following Fish Mooney. We see her at the pigeon thing, running into Ivy once in a while. Ivy still follows her. Ivy followed her to the very last scene with Fish Mooney when Marv kills Miss Peabody, and then and then tries to kill Ivy because Ivy has no idea, has no concept of, has no street knowledge.
She has no idea what's going on.
She has no idea what's going on. She's like, I'm gonna tell.
Correct me if I'm wrong, they recast Ivy.
They're supposed to. So
They're
that's
supposed to,
so they're
yes.
supposed to
And
lead
then
to something.
tonight we heard in a line that explained why she was older.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it's because of Marv. That's what I was under the impression.
Maybe
Yeah,
like when he touched her, it's gonna lead to something else.
Well, you know how he was touching people, and then she, Fish Mooney says, "Fountain of youth in reverse." So he ages them to the point where they die. And so I thought that
okay.
By
when
touching her 1 second before she goes in there, she gets to age.
exactly, so that's how she's alive, but she has jumped up who knows how long. I know they recasted her, and I think she looks like she's supposed to be 18 in this picture.
As old as she was always supposed to be as old as Selena Kyle, but she looked really young the first
She
few
looks
seasons.
real, yeah.
Or no, she was actually younger than Selena Kyle.
But so, what is she supposed to be, like 16? Because these pictures and all the
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she looks like an
she looks
adult.
like an
This new
adult now.
actress looks pretty old.
this actress looks like an 18. You know.
Maybe that's what's gonna happen. All right, well, saying that, so are you thinking is that some sort of a prediction?
I saw that.
And now,
I know that play.
Your
Are you
AfterBuzz
saying
TV.
that next week
I am also a lead
the
host.
new
I know this transition.
the new Ivy is going to show up?
Yes, literally
'Cause
what I
all-
just
'cause
said.
I have no predictions for next week. Steve,
I don't have very many predictions for next week, but
Yeah.
as I typically do, I have some reckless abandonment to just jump into what I think will happen for this whole season.
okay,
I think.
we'll do that because I don't think today was enough.
Right.
Yeah,
To
I
get
think,
a feel for
I
next
think
week.
evil twin Bruce Wayne is Thomas Wayne Jr., but not the version of Thomas Wayne Jr. from Earth 52 and all this craziness. It's going to be just whatever Gotham wants it to be.
So do you
Okay.
think is he like his actual son?
I think he's
An actual twin?
I think he's an actual twin of Bruce Wayne.
Oh, like born
And-
from the same father.
Yes, and
Oh.
I think he was in Indian Hill because the Court of Owls runs Indian Hill, and they or maybe not born from his father as much as spliced from his blood or something crazy like that. But I think it's that simple, where he's a legitimate evil twin named Thomas Wayne.
Yep.
What?
That's pretty crazy.
Loving it all.
I definitely think that Ivy's alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we're gonna see Fish Mooney. We're gonna see Fish Mooney die or go away for a long time at the
Okay.
end of this half of the season.
Yes, I agree. I say Fish Mooney is coming close to her end. Also.
You think so? You think it's it? All right.
And also, correction in the chat from Zach Rutland: it wasn't Killer Croc; it was the Ridgeback Monster.
I have no idea what that is.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it wasn't Killer Croc. You wouldn't kill Killer Croc at the beginning of at the top of the season. It's the Ridgeback Monster.
All right. Mons?
Uh,
That's it? We're
Yeah.
gonna go on? All right.
it's hard right now because it's the first episode.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like the predictions I have are stuff that we're all like automatically thinking based on the previews, based on, you know, like Barnes coughing.
Yeah. All right. Guys.
And Barnes will never die. I already said that.
All right. Well, I don't agree with that. That's my
Yeah,
prediction.
I don't
think
agree
of that.
either.
Guys, we did it. We're back. Episode 1, season 1.
Uno.
We're back, everybody. All right, guys, if you guys haven't already, please go to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV. Subscribe, leave a comment. Same thing, go to iTunes, like us, subscribe there, rate us, comment us. You could find me on Twitter at Micheal_Drew, Micheal EAL. Mons, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Monse Bolanos, MonseBolanos. And what about you?
You guys can find me on Twitter almost exclusively at Steve Kaufmann. That is KAUFMANN. I will be back here this Thursday for the Mr. Robot After Show. It is the season finale. Rami Malek just won an Emmy.
Hey,
Yeah.
congratulations.
He
They're
did.
leading up to everything. I think that means I get an Emmy too. I get an after Emmy.
I don't think that works.
I think that's how that works.
I don't think that is how it
Yeah.
I have
works.
an after globe.
An
Afterglow.
Begs to differ.
All right, guys.
I'd be down for that.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.